Everything should be appropriate, like for everyone.
Of course.
Okay?
Naturally.
All right. And that's it. I'll just be screening your questions beforehand just to make sure we don't have anything too repetitive and everything's just going on track. Anything else? No? Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll start there.
Okay. Are you asking questions or is that?
Well, I can. Does anyone have a question they want to start off with?
Volunteer.
I'll start.
Of your three or two episodes,
Go ahead and line
I believe
up.
you wrote.
Please.
Yeah, wrote 2 episodes and had 1 short. Which of those were your favorites?
You know, I really like writing all of them for different reasons. I really enjoy it, but probably Apples to the Core. The Breezy's one was a little more plot driven because I had to write about. It was like they were introducing the toy, the Breezy, so it was very much it was more stricter plot points that I had to hit. So it felt like a little less free, that one. And the song was really fun to write. So probably that one.
Very catchy.
Thank you. Hello.
I was wondering, in the episode you wrote Castlevania?
Oh, I didn't write Castlevania. I wrote Apples to the Core and Breezy's one. No. Sorry. I could answer questions about it.
The Breezy, were they written as Swedish or was that the voice actor's decision?
That was the voice actor's decision. I just wrote kind of a nonsense language that in my head made sense, and they took it from there.
Do you have any tips for aspiring writers?
Yeah, I would just say write as much as you can. You will always get better the more you write, and also the more material that you have, the more you can show people when it's time, when you meet the right person that can help you. The more you have, the more they can get an idea of what you write. And also, it's just good you keep growing. You always grow as a writer. The more you do it, the more you will grow.
Do you find that there are some characters that are harder to write than others?
Yeah, I kind of find Twilight, for me, Twilight is the hardest to write for sometimes. I mean, none of them are like super hard to write for. I feel like I have their voices in my head, but that sounds weird, but she's like the most straight ahead, kind of, so it's less quirky, so sometimes that can be a little bit harder.
Because I've heard that, for example, that Pinky is really hard to write because she's so off the wall in a specific way.
Oh, really? No, I love Rain. She's very easy for me.
That's good.
Yeah. Her and Fluttershy are probably the easiest for me. Rarity gets a little hard for me sometimes. Also, I'm probably most like Pinky and Fluttershy, so Rarity is a little bit harder. Twilight's hard, but it's not hard. I still can find them, but yeah, they're the more challenging.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Keep on coming.
Is this your first job?
No, I went to BabsCon in San Francisco. Yeah, that was fun.
How did your convention experience in general so far?
Where, here or? Either way. I had a lot of fun. I've only been here for a few hours, so
Yeah. I wait till Sunday to ask that.
Yeah. But San Francisco was really fun. There was also like a lot of us there, and so it was a lot like just hanging out with my friends on stage for part of it. So yeah, that was super fun because there was a lot of people there. But yeah, and it was fun meeting everybody because I haven't gotten to do that yet. Yeah.
Any questions?
I don't know if I was just supposed to.
You guys can both go on up.
A battle of polite.
Battle of politeness.
just want to say thank you for writing Pinky Apple Pie. It's
Oh.
my favorite episode.
Oh, nice, thank you.
I come from a family
Appreciate it.
with age, and we're all very stubborn.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was perfect.
Oh, that's nice, thank you.
So there's a third of us in the family who are Bronies, and we're trying to use that episode at Christmas to win the others.
Oh, did it work?
We'll see.
Oh, you're going
Yeah,
to this Christmas. You should have done it last Christmas. Hello.
I was going to ask, because I have no understanding how it actually is, what's it like being an actual writer for a show? Do you work at home and send your stuff in, or how is it like being an actual writer for something?
Well, for this, we are all freelance writers, so we meet in the beginning of the season, and there's what's called a summit, and we all pitch a bunch of story ideas, and then everyone chooses which one. Well, Megan kind of weeds out ones that aren't working or that have already been done, or she also generally has an idea of what the season arc is kind of going to look like. And so then we choose which one we want to write after all of that is filtered out. And then we write a premise, submit it. Once the premise has been approved, then we come back, and it's usually 2 writers and Megan, and we do the outline together, and then you go home and finish it, write the first draft and the second draft and the polish.
Okay, cool, thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hi. In your professional opinion, who is the best pony?
I cannot say that. Everyone is their own best pony.
There you go.
I really don't. I mean, like I said, it's easiest for me to write Pinky and Fluttershy, but I wouldn't say they're the best. It's just, you
I'd
know.
say Pinky is best pony.
Okay. You're right.
Any voice impersonations you got, or you know,
Now voice actor?
I'm just curious. Maybe you might do something.
No. No, I actually was in an improv actor, but I didn't do voices.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you say something in the style of the ponies? One of the ponies, your favorite pony?
I mean, listen, you're saying that because you're Pinkie Pie. You should go in there. Hello.
Hi. So, with all of the explosion and the fanfare of all this, when I first started watching, I just enjoyed the animation and just the basic storytelling. I just kind of came out in season 1. How has all of everyone's excitement and everyone's feedback changed the direction of the show? Because I know there have been various parts of the show that have seen like minor changes and some even sort of major changes, like the derpy character, due to the fan feedback.
Yeah. Well, it's hard for me to say because I came on after it already happened, so I wasn't really there like to see it change. All I know is, I mean, it feels, we take the stories very seriously. Like, I feel like maybe more than if it was, we knew that only kids were watching. Not that we wouldn't take it seriously, but just like the storylines were developed with, how do I say this? Like, just with an awareness of the intelligence of the audience. So I think maybe that is different than if you're just writing a show for kids, writing it to kids, you know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, there's definitely an awareness of the community, but I think it's just a respect for the brownies and like making sure that we're, but nothing is written. I mean, I don't know. I'm not the story editor, so I can't say like it's written for brownies or not written for. I wouldn't say that it is, but just that there's a level of like it does feel like we're writing almost for a grown-up show sometimes.
Okay, well, so how about for your characters? What direction do you prefer to take your characters in? in terms of respect for the audience?
Well, I mean, it's really just about story. Like, I consider the story first, and then the characters will do what they're going to do, authentic to how they relate and how they act. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's really just about the story. Am I making any sense? I mean, it's just like maybe the storylines are more complex than they would have been otherwise, because. I mean, kids may not catch certain things that an adult would, you know, so, but I don't write it any differently. I'm still writing authentic characters, and we outline the stories together, so.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Hello again.
How did you come up with the idea for Pinky Apple Pie, like having them be possibly maybe related, or is that something they told you to do?
No, gosh, I don't know, so long ago now. When we write these, it takes forever for them to come out, so this was like 2 years ago I think we wrote that. But I can't remember if that was already an idea that had been batted around and then we just developed it or not, but that actually took a while. It was like 2 different drafts of that before it like actually came out the way it did. Yeah. But I don't remember, sorry.
Well, it came out really well.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate it.
Definitely one of the better episodes of season 4.
Thank you. Bless you.
If you could write a certain episode, just any kind of episode, what would it be?
Oh boy. I don't know. My brain is kind of fried right now from all of the
Crazy.
yeah. Party. I don't know. I don't really. I guess because I always think about where the season is going, and I cannot reveal anything that's already happened. And I've already written for season 5. So I always think like more of what's happening with the season and then what's going on. But I wrote a couple of very fun ones that I think everyone's gonna love for season 5. I wish I could talk about, but I can't. Sorry.
We won't tell.
I asked ahead of time, I said, can I talk about it? And they even asked the PR people, and they said, no, you cannot.
Fair deal.
What happens in panel room 1 stays in panel room.
Have there been any changes in this? Have there been any developments in the story, directions that you didn't necessarily like? Like, I would say, everyone's going to start screaming at me here in a second, but like when Twilight Sparkle became an acorn.
An acorn.
Alicorn.
That would have been upsetting. She had become an acorn.
You know how many episodes
Show, guys. It's over.
I thought it was. I don't know. I thought it was weird because it sort of broke her out of the group. Like, it made her, I guess, more special than the rest of them, and it felt weird. It felt like now instead of her being a leader, she was a princess, and I'm not super big into that whole.
Yeah, princess. Yeah. I think I've just come to accept that there's certain things that we have to do because of it is also, owned by a toy company. So like the Breezies, for instance, there was a lot of things that I couldn't do or had to do because they were introducing this toy, so it affected the story. And that's just one of the things you have to accept as part of My Little Pony, is that it is a toy company that drove it in the beginning. So that's where some of it's coming from, and then you just have to work with it.
Okay. I guess as long as they don't start actually transforming into cars.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
cake.
Everyone knows
I'm
this.
sure all ideas are
Six
exhausted.
was the best season.
What's your first experience with bronies? Like, how did you hear about it first?
My first experience, I'll be honest, was a little unpleasant because I was.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's not your fault. When I said I was writing on the show, I guess a bunch of bronies started looking me up, and they weren't happy with my credits, I guess.
Oh.
And weren't aware that I have other credits and aren't listed on IMDb and whatever, and they were a bit attacking.
Oh.
So, yeah, I was like,
It's like totally against what the show's about.
yeah, I was surprised about it. I wasn't very happy about that. But then once, after like a year, I guess, a bunch of bronies liked my Twitter, and then they started being very nice. And I felt more of the brony love that I felt in general. Yeah. So it changed after that. But the initial like 3 months, I was like, this is not going to be a nice experience.
Well, we like you.
Thank you. I appreciate
You are
that.
welcome here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and like I said, the next season I think you guys are gonna like a lot.
Anything that'll end the drought.
I'm hyped up.
What?
Anything that'll end the drought.
The hype is real. We've been ready since it ended. I don't know how you're gonna follow that Super Saiyan fight.
Any other questions? Oh, here we go.
Well, in season 5, is the very exciting thing going to be that all the main 6 turn into alicorns?
Yes.
Yes.
You guessed it. Also, I didn't say anything very exciting was going to happen. I just said I think you'll like it.
I already like
It's not
it.
gonna be exciting.
It's all exciting as it ever is, but nothing
I just need something to watch. I have nothing to watch.
You watch my moderator, yes.
Do you watch the show yourself?
Do I watch the show? Yes, I do.
Do you enjoy it like, to the degree that you do?
Well, I think that it's kind of hard for me to enjoy it to the degree because I'm looking at it from an so I have a professional relationship with it. So I think when you're a fan of something, you get lost in it in a different way. There's a lot of things I'm a fan of that, if I were to start writing for it, I would have to start looking at it more analytically and cerebrally as opposed to just emotionally. Yeah.
Did you watch it before you were brought on?
Did I watch it? I'm trying to remember now. I have 2 kids, little kids, so that is possible. I wasn't like, crazy fan, crazy in a good way. I classic crazy because I'm a crazy fan of many things. I relate to fandom, but yeah, no, not like Barnes.
And did you have any impression of it before, when you knew that you were going to be brought on? Were you yay or?
Oh yeah, I was very excited. I thought it would be super fun. Yeah.
Riding ponies is always fun.
Yeah, sure.
Writing or writing?
Yes.
Since you mentioned your kids, I was wondering, do they ever try and give you any advice on what they want to see on the show?
Like story ideas? Yeah, my daughter sometimes does give me story ideas.
Oh, okay, cool.
Actually, I have submitted one of them, I think.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, it didn't go through though. It was just like a nugget of an idea.
Could you tell us what that idea was?
I think it was that they had, they went to sleepover camp or something. That's
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. I like your.
So you know how they send you ideas, Casper, you know how they send you plot things?
Well, they don't send it to me. They send it, anything is just discussed with Megan, the story editor, and then it's then
Are there any like ideas that were rejected that you really like to write now in like, I don't know, the future?
Again, I'm sorry for this answer. I can't think of any. There's just so many ideas that are thrown out, and thrown out like pitched and then thrown out and used, and some aren't used, and so there's none that have been like burning to write that didn't get written. If that's what you mean.
So, as a writer, what is your favorite thing that you've seen or read that's been written? Any medium?
Oh, my favorite thing that's ever been made in life? That's a hard one.
TV, movie, book, which, based on the quality of the writing, what's been your favorite?
Boy, that's hard. Recently I really love the book Wild by Cheryl Strayed, and she used to have this, she's an author, I don't know if you've heard of her, it's actually being turned into a movie now, and she used to actually write this advice column called Ask Sugar, and it was very well written and touching, and I loved her writing. I write a lot of comedy generally though, so I perform comedy for a long time, so I like comedy.
Is anyone else that came in? You can just go ahead and go. Feel free to ask a question.
Natasha said today.
You may have mentioned this before. Did you watch any of the old cartoons back in the day?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch a lot of cartoons as a kid. I know that's not a great answer for.
I did not watch that particular one. I happened to fall in the gap between the shows.
Oh yeah.
Also, my sister was young.
Oh yeah.
When did you first discover that you wanted to be a writer?
I've written since I was like 8 or 9. I used to write all the time, just like stories, and I used to like watch I Love Lucy and then rewrite them and then hand them out to my friends to perform with me. But I've always either wanted to be a writer or a performer.
And what is your favorite? I guess your favorite job, like which industry that you've written for, which one is your favorite? Besides my love. If that question made any sense.
Yeah, well, I've only written in TV and film. Is that what you mean?
Yes, and
yeah.
like which TV or like which show?
What has been my favorite thing that I've written? Well, I've written, besides My Little Pony, I've written a bunch of like movies that I've been like they pay me to write it, but then it hasn't gotten made. But I've loved writing them. It's a little sad when they don't. Most movies don't get made that you write, but yeah. So I don't know. Like yeah, probably that. Just, yeah. Thank you.
Do you have any hobbies outside of what you do?
I have no hobbies.
What, really?
What are my hobbies? I have 2 little kids, so right now my life is consumed by that. But we just moved to North Carolina. I love nature, being out in nature, and like I said, I did a lot of comedy, so like performing comedy, and I meditate. I have a big spiritual interest. What else?
You got a question for us? Or we gotta say that to Cody?
I think there's actually going to be a panel where I ask questions.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, with Peter. I'll save those questions. Yeah. All right.
Next question will be, which one of you will be drunker?
I'm not drunk at all. Do I seem drunk?
No, I'm saying that, being at, it's going to be like tomorrow.
Oh, I see. I might have time to get. That's the difference between this con and the last one, actually. There was a lot of open bars at that one, and everyone was there encouraging me to drink. So you get a sober Natasha. It's probably less fun, so I apologize.
Totally.
Yeah.
Any other
Thanks
last
for
questions?
coming, guys. Any other? Thank you.
We're gonna wrap it up for that for now then. All right. Natasha does have more panels tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
As well as
autograph
Sunday.
signing.
There's an autograph signing tomorrow. Be sure to stop by for that. Autographs are $20. But yeah, just make sure to keep up with Natasha. Everything's in the programming booklet.
Thank you guys.